Hi, this is Naomi with Sword and Steel, and today we're going to break open this guy, which is number 2. There is a previous Stormcast Eternals one, specifically that had the crossbows. This feels pretty thick, so I am curious what options are now going to be available for Stormcast Eternals. Alright, let's cut her open. The Warrior Chamber, this one is called. Oh my goodness, so many new cards. Oh my goodness, so many new cards. Oh. Alright, Stormcast Eternals and the various other languages. Alright. Oh, so this is what we got. We've got Liberators, Prosecutors, Judicators, and Paladins. Excellent. So, double. Furious Avengers. A fighter can use this ability only if there is another friendly fighter within 6 inches of this fighter with 1 or more damage points allocated to them. This fighter makes a bonus move action. Nice. Double for this particular individual. Lay low the tyrants. Until the end of this fighter's activation, add 2 to the attacks and strength characteristic of attack actions made by this fighter that have a range characteristic of 3 or less, and that target an enemy fighter with a wounds characteristic of 15 or more. That's good, actually. Yeah. There are many things that you'll want to fight with extra 2 attacks and strength. That's a good double. Next double. Sigmarite Shield Bash. Until the end of this fighter's activation, the next time the fighter finishes a move action within 1 inch of an enemy fighter, pick a visible enemy fighter within 1 inch of this fighter and roll a dice. On a 3 to 4, allocate 1 damage point to that fighter. On a 5 to 6, allocate a number of damage points to the fighter equal to the value of this ability. Another nice double. Triple by this one. Yeah, okay. Staunch Defender. Until the end of the battle round, add 1 to the toughness characteristic of friendly fighters while they're within 6 inches of this fighter. A triple for flying ones. Ah, right, the Prosecutors. Wings of Divine Life. Add the value of this ability to the move characteristic of this fighter for the next move action they make this activation. Nice. I wonder what their regular move characteristic is. Alright, and quad. Earth-shattering blow. This fighter makes a bonus attack action. In addition, add half the value of this ability, rounding up to the damage points allocated by each hit or critical hit from that attack action. Okay, I gotta read that again because that seems really nice. The fighter takes a bonus attack action, so that's nasty. Then add half the value of this ability, rounding up to the damage. Okay, so this could wipe someone out for sure. By each hit or critical hit for the attack action. That is nasty. Alright, with that in mind, wow, we got so many cards. Alright, so these, as norm, we have our 2 blank cards to use for doubles. Okay. We've got a leader prosecutor. Look at that guy. Very stocky. So he is 300 points. He flies. He has the Sigmarite Shield Bash and the Wings of Divine Life, of course, and the leader ability Staunch Defender. Okay. So his regular movement is 10, and you could increase it with a triple. Add the value of this ability, so you can increase it to 11 to 16. So that's nice to get across the board. His toughness is 6. That's quite nasty, and he has 30 health. And his melee one, we'll say, is a 2-inch range, 4 attacks, 4 strength, 2 to 5 damage. And then he will also be using this 2, 4 to 5. This is a nasty creature. Anything that has range. It's only 2 attacks, but you can... Where is this? That's nice. Oh, he doesn't have that though. Okay. Getting ahead of ourselves. It's good. Another leader. So you could choose this one. Or you could choose this one. But one of them is throwing hammer, and it is so for 20 less points. You've got 1 less toughness. Don't have the Sigmarite shield bash. But you've got an extra attack on both sides. So for 20 less points. The 5 to 6 strength, or toughness, is not too significant, but something to think about. Which one would I choose? I always like extra attacks. Extra attacks has a chance for extra crits. And the crit damage is 1 in difference. I'm not certain which one I would take. It depends on points, I guess. Ooh. One with a trident. Cool. Sigmarite shield bash. So 10, 6, 20. These are so powerful. Look at that. 3 to 5. 3 base damage. And a 2-inch range. This is a nasty creature. I mean, he's 260 points, so nasty. Look at all these pretty colors. All the different colors they're choosing to go with. You're just a regular guy with the glaive. 10, 6, 20, so same as this fellow. Yeah. 10 points less for appearances? Oh, 10 points less, and his base damage goes down. Okay, well, between these two, I would definitely go for the trident for 10 more points. I mean, I suppose you'd be wanting to use multiple of these, but you're only going to be able to use 1,000 points, so I guess you could have 4 of him, and you can't have 4 of him. I don't know. This one's winner between those two, I think, for me. And more points again. Doesn't have the shield. He has only 1 different attack. 1 inch, 3 attacks, 5 strength, which is definitely nice. And a 3 base damage, so that's nice. 230, 10, 5 toughness instead of 6 toughness, 20 health. 230, that seems to be more like it. No range. This is a really great one. But that is 30 less points. So much to choose from. Ooh, one with a sword. 4 attacks, 4 strength, 3, 5 damage, 10 movement. So 5 toughness. Same. Which would I choose? I do like extra attacks, but the strength means I'll get through more often. I think this one would win between the two of them. For me, ooh, another one. 5 less points. You are basically the same, higher crit. I would still choose this one between all of these, with only a 5-point difference to 45. All these different ones, but they're, you know, close enough so that if you have these models created in a particular fashion, then you still have powerful models. So that's nice. Axe and shield. Lovely, very similar. Did I say axe? Hammer. Hammer, hammer. Hammer, hammer. Oh, you get 1 extra attack for having 2 hammers and no shield. On both sides. That's nice. These are all great models. Right, so these guys are now on foot. 4 movement versus 10, big difference. But you are at 190 points instead of over 200. So we've got a nice 3 to 10, 4 attacks, 4 strength, 2 to 4 damage. That is a great weapon. And then in melee, we've got 3, 4, 1, 4. So you want to keep him away of melee where possible. Because, yeah, if they get you in melee, I do think it's probably, I mean, unless they're a weak little guy, I definitely think it's probably worth your while to back up the 3 inches that you can back up and shoot. Yeah, I think it's worth that. Lose the action to do that one thing. And also gets rid of their next action too. 185 versus 190. Better range. 1 less attack. And again, looks like you really want to back up if you get into melee. Just don't get into melee. You have a 20 range. Just keep running around. This is great. I'm going to be totally trying these guys out. 185 as well. Just the 1, 3, 5, 3, 5. This is a great guy. Great standard fellow. This one is, I guess, the same fellow, same sort of liberator, but with... Oh right, now you guys have this one, which was lay low the tyrants. Okay, so you send those guys after the big leaders. Send those guys after leaders. And they'll do a lot of damage. 4 attacks, 4 strength, 3 base damage. Is really nice. Another good one has 2 swords instead of 1 sword, which brings it down by 15 points and brings the damage down. Still a good individual. This one has 2 hammers instead of 2 swords. Less attacks, but better strength. That's the difference between those two. Sword and a shield gets back your... Oh, he's a new leader. Okay. Yeah, 280, 300. This is a cheaper leader option. Remember, you can only have 1 leader. He does have that, which is nice. A 6 toughness is great. So 4 attacks, 4, 2, 4. Has the shield bash. Has the leader ability. I mean, so this is a good leader if you aren't going to go with any of the flying ones. This one is a good leader to stick with your... Oh, another leader. What is the difference between you two? Okay, one has a sword and one has a hammer. So your attacks goes down, but your strength goes up, which means you're going to possibly do... well, hard to say which one would do more damage. Otherwise the same. And we've just got a fellow with a sword. 185. Ah, that's the big difference. It's got a toughness of 6, which is really hard to get through. If you weren't familiar, a toughness of 5 and a toughness of 6 is really hard to get to, particularly 6. They're going to have trouble, unless they're monsters, in which case you're going to have trouble. You have a standard guy with a axe. Again, attacks goes down for strength to go up, but otherwise the same as the previous one. This is the first one who has this ability. A paladin with a great mace. Oh, you do not move that quickly. Makes a bonus attack action. Okay, so if you have a quad, you could move twice and make a bonus attack action. A really nasty attack action. Look at that. He's got 3 attacks, 5 toughness, base damage is 4, 8. Ah, that is so nasty. Once he gets into combat, ooh, what a nasty creature. And we got a paladin leader now. Again, he's not moving very quickly, but he's got really high toughness, 30 health, 255 points, 4 attacks, 5 toughness, 3 to 5. Why do you have more? Seems like a pretty heavy weapon. 3 base, 5 crit damage. It's good. Another good option. I enjoy the stance of this guy. So basically the same as the one before, but he is not a leader. 1 less attack as well. 195 points versus 255 points. So 1 less attack and the leader ability for 60 less points. Another leader. Range of 2, which is always nice. The attacks are 4, strength is 4, 3 to 6 damage. So strength of 5 is definitely nicer than a strength of 4, but 4 attacks, 3 base damage. This is a good one too. Good leader. 255 points. This one, can't tell what he's wielding. Oh, he's wielding a halberd. Again, he's got a nice range. 3 attacks, 4, 3, 6. No matter which ones that you have your army already set as, I think they're quite powerful. Ooh, range of 3 this time. That's nice. Range of 3 is always nice. We've got crossbow again. Oh, there's our leader for the bows. Yeah. Our Judicator bowman. Wow, that is a massive gun. Or crossbow. Max range, minimum range is 6. Yeah, I've got to keep him far away. 5 attacks is nice. 2, 4, yeah. That's pretty nice. And another Judicator. 1 extra toughness and better crit damage. Otherwise the same for 20 points more. It's really nice that they give you so many options. You have so many options. So if you already have all of these guys, you can mix and match. There's no reason you can't mix and match. That was a lot of fun. These look like a power to be reckoned with. So realistically, you will have 4. You could definitely scoot it up to 5 models, but yeah, basically you're choosing your favorite 4 models. Well, when I'm dealing with 4 or 5 models, toughness is going to be rather important. You really want to learn how to coordinate well, and don't get bloodthirsty. Make certain you pay attention to the win condition, is what I would say. Those models matter, so you have to use them very wisely. I definitely like the range idea though. That'll save you some lives. Well, that was a lot of fun, and now I get to decide how I would put my warband together. So I have found that range is a great asset in Warcry, but sometimes you have really got to get on that objective. So if you can't do well in melee, I would probably want to go with both. Since I have the freedom to, I would possibly mix it up. Use a prosecutor, so I have someone with speed, and then definitely, because there's so few, I would go for a really high toughness characters as well. High toughness, lots of attacks. That's probably what I would go with. So many to choose from. Look at that. Look at the stack. That is Awesome. Yeah, easy peasy. I'm glad that they went and put them out. Bit strange that they didn't put them out previously. But they're out now, so that's awesome. And in the Monsters and Mercenaries, you have you have some allies too that you could consider. The Idoneth Deepkin, and there are some Stormcast Eternals allies, some Idoneth Deepkin allies, and a couple, what is it? Daughters of Cain allies that you could look through to spice up your guys too. They're also around like 200 to 300 points the ally is, so you have to switch out one guy, but change it up a bit. Maybe find weakness in your army and put the ally in there to strengthen it up. Allies are generally pretty tough. I hope you enjoyed some Warcry. Thanks. Bye.